Hi guys, Nathan Lucas here with Apnea Addicts Freediving. I wanted to put together a little informal video of what I just received in the mail, which is this bad boy right here, the A7R3 dive housing. This also fits the A7iii that is great for low light capabilities, the A7R3 for the high resolution files if I were to go to, photograph the humpback whale migration in really good light. The A7R3 really nice for those Southern California conditions, night diving in the caves, using video lights to make sure that you can grab your focus. And the nice part is both of those cameras fit in this single one housing. At any rate, so that housing, it comes in that little box, and in that box you've got this nice little case that the A6000 did not come in. Here you go. Inside there you have got the holy grail right here, the A7R3 housing. Look at that. Every button, knob, switch, lever, completely accessible. I'm like a kid in a candy store right now. This is a game changer. This is next level for underwater photography and videography. Basically, it's like having a mini red camera, and it's incredibly compact. I mean, this feels not much larger than my A6000. I mean, the ergonomics of this thing, just looking at the buttons and everything, I'm so stoked to have this. This is incredible. Now, I already had the 180mm dome port, so because I had that dome port, I had to get a couple of different add-ons to this thing to make it work. Obviously, I needed to get the vacuum check or vacuum seal to this housing. What that does is allows you to suck a vacuum in and make sure that your nauticam is completely sealed, and it also has a leak alert alarm that's going to notify me if there is some sort of hair or sand or anything like that that gets in the way from this thing sealing off as I'm diving. The 180mm dome port, you need a couple of things to convert that, and I ended up getting that. You need the extension lock. It's a nauticam part 21120, extension ring 20 with a lock. That's right here. That's basically allowing me to use my 18mm Zeiss 2.8 lens, which is great for low light. That wide angle is going to capture anything that I'm going to have, whether it's a freediver, a shark, a dolphin, whale, anything like that. You really want that wide angle, really kind of bridge that gap of space to minimize any backscatter or anything like that. And I like to use the video lights because the Sony focusing system is going to work much more effectively if you have ambient light and you're ready to use. So if you put a couple of really high torch lights. I have two 2000 lumen lights that are going to accompany this. It's going to be great for videography, especially for photography. And there's ways that you can diffuse the light just like you would on land for portraiture type photography, even if you're shooting models underwater, or even if you're shooting animals or freedivers for that matter. The other part that you need, this actually comes because I had the existing A6000 with the 180mm dome port. You have to get this extra lever. It costs a little bit more if you're buying this from scratch. There's actually a cheaper route and saves you a couple $100. But I didn't have to buy a dome port, which saved me about $1,100, so that's not too bad. It's this little guy right here. It has the zoom adjustment right here, and this zoom adjustment, not really needed. I'm shooting primes. That's kind of how I roll. I like the low light capability. I like the focusing of it, and the lightweight pairing with the A6000, or I'm sorry, with the A7R3 and the A7iii. It's perfect for those low light conditions. Obviously, they come with all sorts of little nauticam goodies, spare gaskets, and all sorts of fun. I look very forward to taking this thing out. We're looking at already doing a test shoot for a music video this next week, doing some underwater freedive photography, and hopefully we get out there and do some, videography. And we're also going to be looking at doing some photography here in the next couple of weeks. Hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll be doing a little project with Body Glove. So stay tuned, and thanks for watching. Like I said, this is an informal video, but we might expect a few more of these as time rolls on, with tutorials for underwater photography, videography, spearfishing, and freediving. So thanks for watching, and stay tuned.